Namaste, this is Binu Kriyan from India. Okay, I run a channel called Achayan Cooking Chats. It's basically a cooking channel where we bring in good food products through which is operated in restaurants, banquets, coffee shops, wherever it is. And today we have a chef joining from US, and he is a Malayali, but he's settled in Bangalore in Karnataka, and he had a big liking for Indian food. He had traveled all over the place, and right now he is joining us from Miami. So welcome, Sergeant Chef, to my Italian cooking chat.
Hello, Binu. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. And firstly, thank you for giving me an opportunity.
We look forward to have you with many more episodes showing your culinary skills. To start with, may I ask you a simple question? Could you just tell me about your how did you land up in this culinary journey?
And to start off with, Binu, I've been, food is my weakness. I've always enjoyed food because my family, to say like my mom, my grandmothers, aunts, they're all like very hospitable. They like to treat people, which influenced me to get into this industry. And plus, I love eating. So eating also that provoked me, to get into this profession. Uh, just just to keep you posted, during our times, like in the 90s and all that, they were no one gave importance to catering. Catering colleges, oh, those were like, oh, you have nothing to do, then you get into your medical and engineering was a priority. But for me, the food, and I wanted to learn more about it, and my parents were very supportive, so got into this industry. And as a, if you could see my resume, I come from a very diversified family where the families traveled very well. Like my grandmother in her early 40s, and they've traveled to Singapore. So I know, she tells more about the place and the food. So, and have had people in Africa, and I've had people in Germany. And so those are the things which is something new for me. So you explore.
So that means you have traveled all over the place, all over the Middle East, from Kuwait to Bahrain, Bahrain to the ship. You have learned a lot of cuisine, and with all this expertise, you have come and
And once I started traveling, like I was in the Middle East, so you travel, you taste the food. So it's, what I would feel is, it's there is no end to. I feel there's no end to a culinary journey. There's no end. It's always you. Like today, I came across so many things. I read this, I read that. I talked to people, and I've actually, we are from India, and as you know, I'm from Kerala, but settled in Bangalore. In Bangalore, I have so many people with different languages, with different. They come from different, and they have, each person has their own way of doing things. So you learn that. Like for example, I learned about 20 to 30 varieties of biryani from different people. So I've noted everything. Like, oh, Mr. A does it like this, Mr. B does it like this. So you have a variety. So, in this industry, people want variety. Like, uh, like I do caterings. I specialize in caterings because so when people come to me, like you may ask me, you may even ask me like, what's the specialty of your catering? Because like the specialty of my catering is the variety what I give people. Because I always tell an event or like a wedding or whatever. People come there. First thing is to eat, have a good drink, and socialize. So when you come to eat, you must provide them with things which is more having a different style. So I give the style to the product. You know what I'm, because my catering, because just to mention few, I've done caterings for Mr. Sundar Pichai, his catering, the CEO of Google. I've done caterings for him. So, and I've done caterings at, you know, uh, like for the mayor of Orlando. I've done caterings for the mayor of Orlando. And so things like that. And I've done caterings in California and caterings all over, like Mexico. I've done caterings in Mexico. So what brings me there is people want a variety. People want a variety. People, food is everything, For any event, without food, there's nothing. So my job is to provide, and whoever comes to me, like, wedding, baby shower, housewarming, I try to help them, give them, so they will never forget me. They will never forget me because I've done weddings, and then after weddings, I do baby showers, I do birthdays, I do, that carries on.
Living in US for many years, and now you're into. May I know what you do now?
So, now I work for a company called Fifth Element. So I take care of the catering section of the department, and we do different varieties of caterings, like, caterings in the sense weddings, we do baby showers, we do conventions. I've done conventions for the big, like Wipro, Cognizant, Infosys. We've done, and the most important thing in my catering is variety, and you give the variety with quality, and you give it in style. Those are the important things which I always keep in, those are the important factors to be kept in mind. Because I don't want to, anyone can do sambar, anyone can do idli, but there's a quality, consistency, like a vada, medu vada. Anyone can do it. But, I feel there's a way a medu vada should be, and I'll be very honest, now in US, I've seen there are so many young chefs who don't have the basics, but they're all chefs. They all term themselves as chefs, and that's not a nice thing. Because, a person who spends $1 million for his sons or daughters or wedding, so they have a thing in mind. Oh, I need the best, So I feel being in that position, I will provide them the best. That's my goal. Like, doing any doing a wedding is very easy, but getting into that style and getting into the way it has to be performed. Because you have to be a perfectionist when you do a wedding.